I got pretty demoralized after reading that last one because that last stanza was all fucked up, bent out of shape, and I was like, "Whoa, man, this is not nearly as good as what." Uh, but then I realized the whole thing. Like, here's how I write. Like, basically, I wrote that this whole poem. It's just like stream of consciousness. It's there. I see it. I write it, and then I'm lazy because I know it's good, and kind of like it's like, well, it's close enough, good enough. I don't have to. I don't want to edit it. I just want to move on to the next hit, right? The next whatever, next poem, next high, next stream, right? Because it feels good. So that last, so clearly it needs some work. So basically, I wrote this, and then I set it aside and moved on to the next thing, right? And haven't looked at it since. This is me looking at it with you. I don't even know what I wrote most of the time. Like my poetry, I don't even know what I wrote. I've been very lazy. They're like sketches. I just sketch them out and move on. Sketch them out, move on. Sketch them out, move on, right? So, yeah. So, in that sense, it's pretty damn good because they're completely raw and unpolished. And I just don't, I haven't either had I've had the time. I don't know. Just, I guess a attached to the writing of them as opposed to the polishing of them. So there you go. Which really is not very nice to the reader, but it's the gist to me. That it's the gist. The gist is the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of what rhymes with thing that isn't king, whatever. Wherein I'll catch the conscience of meaning or whatever. Okay. Anyway, so that's the deal, and I'm kind of learning as I go. I'm seeing what I've written as I go, along with putting it out there for my one or two, who probably not anyone, but at least when I'm gone, there'll be a record of some of these things, and my kids can hopefully, maybe they'll like it at some point. And anyway, so it's done, right? It's done. So moving on, where boat meets truck, circle meets square, cycle meets line, where poetry's muse is winter and spring, where history in its Abrahamic glory and loss meets self that cannot meet itself, arising from recent deluge, in between return I imitate a wave, suggesting waves that came ashore just once before to everyone's ruin. We cannot ever speak of those forbidden things. We now must speak about. We cannot ever speak of those forbidden things we now must speak about. We cannot ever speak of those forbidden things we now must speak about, on fear of death more dead than death, that follows in the train of blasphemy. The welfare of all souls is always the alibi of giants, yet it's also the alibi of poets crying in the wind, whatever that means. Excuse me. Where opposites attract, where chaos coincides with order, where blind sex intersects as scissor blades and rotates stars as windmills turning millstones, grinding the grist of Holocaust on Holocaust to Holocaust, till coinciding disparate enemy voices speak as one, from other worldly parapets of heaven's gate reduced to hell's amusement, scanning out Megiddo's plain upon a great divided foothill, I can see that giants bridged the gap and made resistance futile, irrelevant, Pre-flood, post-flood, they gathered to irrelevance, obscuring obscure vision with myopic tendencies, so that I'm unprepared in unbelief to see that heroes have survived whatever killed the host. So, overlooking me, I also overlooked their gathering to my demise, eventually being seen when seeing is no longer wise. All seen, all seeing, heroes praising Nimrod's flood, unafraid which side annihilation we may find the other on. I don't know where the hell I got this stuff from, but I got it, so there you go.